Our top story tonight, supporters and opponents of OpenAI's planned data center in Effingham County faced off tonight as the company held a public open house in Rincon. While officials answered questions inside, dozens of protesters gathered outside. WSAV's Isabella Baez was there speaking with both residents and officials.
A $20 billion investment that Effingham County officials say will reshape the county as a whole. However, residents I spoke with say they're extremely concerned, saying there aren't enough guardrails in place and feel blindsided. Wednesday's announcement of an OpenAI data center in Effingham County caught many residents off guard. Aaron McClear with OpenAI says the project is moving forward, leaving some who call the county home shocked and looking for answers.
Do you care about the farmers? Do you care about the land around you? Do you want your property value to not rapidly decrease?
Nobody in the public had heard about it until yesterday at 8 a.m. when we were all going to work.
Thursday night, OpenAI hosted a public open house, giving residents a chance to learn more about the project and potential job opportunities. Outside, protesters gathered to voice their opposition.
Do we really want to bet our county finances on something like this?
No.
Water and power demands, the site's proximity to an elementary school. Those were just some of the concerns residents shared with News 3. Many say their biggest frustration is how the project was handled, calling out what they see as a lack of transparency from county leaders.
Why were the citizens of Effingham County not notified?
I think it's incredibly shady that our communities have not known about this happening at all. I find it rather odd that a school department is supporting it.
Not everyone at the open house opposed the project. Some residents say they're excited about the opportunities it could create and the long-term impact it could have on the county.
My son starting pre-K, going into a school system that is going to have such a large investment into future forward-looking technology. It's going to only equip him for where we're going as an entire humanity, I guess.
Officials with OpenAI say the construction of the project will begin later this year and hopefully be running by 2028. Reporting in Rincon, I'm Isabella Baez, WSAV News 3. On your side.
Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock also speaking out against the new data center plan, telling WSAV small rural communities have been left to negotiate on their own with multi-million-dollar corporations whose well-staffed legal teams may negotiate dozens of deals at a time. It is past time for the EPA to stand up on the side of our families, communities, and local municipalities as they navigate this new landscape. New tonight, a traffic stop in Walltowerville turned into a police chase that ended with a crash in Hinesville. Walltowerville police say an officer tried to pull over a driver just after noon today, and instead of stopping, the driver took off. As the suspect entered heavy traffic, the assistant chief called off the pursuit, saying it was the safest decision. Investigators say the driver kept going into Hinesville, where the suspect vehicle crashed into an SUV. The woman driving that car was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The Georgia State Patrol is now investigating the crash. A soldier killed while serving overseas is being remembered here at home. Congressman Buddy Carter confirmed that First Lieutenant Tyler Freehan grew up in Bryan County, making his loss a personal one for many across coastal Georgia. Freehan was killed during an attack at an air base in Jordan on Saturday. He was 25 years old and served as an air defense artillery officer assigned to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, but spent a large part of his childhood here in Richmond Hill. His family is now honoring his legacy by creating a GoFundMe account that will help fund scholarships for ROTC cadets. His family said they hope Tyler's legacy will open doors to education for those who serve or hope to, adding that they want his life to remind people of the good this country still holds. We have a link to the GoFundMe on our website, as well as full statements from the family. The family of a Rincon man is speaking out after he died following an incident at a Tybee Island nursing home earlier this year. We first told you about allegations of negligence and abuse at Oceanside Care Center last fall. The facility has since been renamed the Rosewood. A federal investigation found a quadriplegic resident was discovered unresponsive, partially hanging off his bed, and wasn't checked on for about 4 hours. He died at the hospital. The family identifies that resident as 61-year-old Frederick Dillard. They are now speaking out, hoping to push for better care and prevent other families from experiencing the same thing.
We really don't want another family member to ever go through this. What our advocacy is for is the best care in these nursing home facilities, in hospitals, wherever your family person is, that they receive the best care. And we thought and we believed that that was what was going to happen with Frederick, and it did not.
The family has now hired an attorney. Nicole Hamilton says her office is conducting its own investigation into Dillard's death, but is not commenting on possible legal action right now. WSAV has repeatedly reached out to administrators at both Oceanside and now Rosewood since our investigation began last year. We have not heard back. WSAV is on your side, and residents at a Savannah apartment complex say they're dealing with mold, high utility bills, and maintenance problems they claim have gone unresolved for months. They reached out to WSAV for help. Now WSAV's Isley Herschel has their story.
The water seeps from underneath the floor if we don't use a humidifier when we're taking a shower.
This man lives in the Links at Georgetown apartment complex in Savannah. He wants to remain anonymous. He sat down with me to talk maintenance issues with his apartment that he says aren't being taken care of.
There's a lot of patchwork done with the maintenance. They don't really address any concerns. They just kind of put a Band-Aid on it.
Mold in the shower, broken appliances, and high bills are just some of the problems he tells us he's having to deal with. He says he's paid close to $300 in electric bills, and his apartment still only cools to 74 degrees. He says he's not the only resident dealing with persistent problems.
There was a resident that came to us on social media to say, I've been without an air conditioner for 11 months. And instead of them fixing it, they continue to give us portable air conditioning units.
He says when he brought his concerns up to the property managers, he saw a line of people waiting to complain about the issues they were having. We took these complaints to management at the Links at Georgetown Apartments. They sent us this statement. It reads in part, providing a positive living experience for our residents is important to us. We take all maintenance concerns seriously, and our team works diligently to respond to service requests promptly and address reported issues as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, the resident says he wants action, not words.
So we're looking for transparency. We're looking for resolution-based communication. We're looking for a better living environment.
In Savannah, Isley Herschel, WSAV News 3, on your side.
To see the full statement from the leasing office, you can visit WSAV.com. The Chatham County Police Department is pulling back the curtain on how it uses license plate reader technology, also known as Flock. The online portal shows how many Flock cameras are operating across the county, which agencies share data with county police, and the types of cases where the technology has been used. The department says the portal does not allow the public to search individual license plates or view private driver information. Chief Jeff Hadley says the goal is to give the community more confidence in how the technology is being used.
I really understand, generically people's reservations, but what I can say is, based on our policy, that, we're not arbitrarily going in there and searching for, somebody's license plate number just to check on their travels and what they're doing and where they're coming and going.
Chatham County Police currently operate 37 cameras. The department says the system helped investigators in several major cases, including the disappearance of Quinton Simon. Under Georgia law, Flock data is kept for 30 days before it is deleted. New tonight, homeowners in Bulloch County could soon get a small break on their property tax bill. The school board has taken the first step toward lowering the school tax rate a year after a significant increase. Tonight, the Bulloch County Board of Education approved a tentative millage rate of 10.125 mils, more than a quarter mil lower than last year. The district raised its millage rate by nearly 2.5 mils last year after losses in revenue and changes in state funding. The owner of an average value home would save about $32 a year. The Board of Education Chairwoman Elizabeth Williams says the board is pleased to be in a position to provide some relief to taxpayers.
We were certainly hoping that we would be able to do a rollback. So when we saw the numbers and the assessed values, et cetera, we were able to take a full rollback. And so we as board members were extremely happy about that, because if we left our millage rate where it was, the prices would have risen. So in order for us to take that full rollback, we're excited for us and our community.
The rate is still tentative. The board is scheduled to take a final vote on August 13th.